Good morning, everybody. How is your weekend going so far? As you can tell, this isn't the Long Dark. It's not Wintermute. It's not even Warframe. This is a little game that was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, who may or may not be watching at the moment. Hello if you are. This is Smalland, Survive the Wilds. Basically an open world survival crafting game, except you're very small and ladybugs are very big. Oh, and I forgot to do something. Hey Danny, and it is in fact Danny who suggested this. Hello Sudo. In fact, I forgot to do something. And the good thing is I can just go off screen and everything continues to run. Because normally when I do a first impressions video, I have G-overlay on the screen, which I can optionally stick on OBS if anybody's really desperate. So I can have a look and see how it's performing. Right, let's I have played this to the extent that it works. That's as much as I've done. So most of what you're going to hear from me is my first impressions, hence the type of video. What are my settings? It's got fairly straightforward, simple settings, which I am not going to touch on this page, although I do rather like the arachnophobia setting. I can understand that. I think I changed the input a bit. Yes, I did, for sprint. And I'm going to reset that to default, and I'm going to have sprint will be that button and crouch will be that button. I think. Yes. So let's go back to that. What are my graphic settings? Well, I didn't set this. The game defaulted to Ultra. Okay, I'm going to trust it for now. It also defaulted to windowed but borderless, which is a good setting if you're running under Linux. The screen resolution is correct. Turn on to keep your bag when you die. Okay, hang on a second. Hello, the Kelly Malloy. I hope I agree with everybody who loves this game. I haven't bothered with VSync because I've got a frame capture on there. I'm not doing FSR because I don't see any point in it. Let's go back to general, and what was the option you were talking about? Keep your bag when you die. Not seeing that as an option here. No, not seeing anything there. Alright. Perhaps we'll see it in a bit. Let's play. Okay, we've got to create a new character. I did know this. Body type. Well, let's go with feminine, because we're talking about miniature elves, and to be honest with you, antennae on a man look a bit weird. Ah, okay. Head. Yes, okay. Ears. What the heck is tragus? No idea what tragus is. Do I care about eyebrows? Yeah, let's give her stylish eyebrows. Do we want to give her sideburns? Or full beard? No, I don't think so. Antennae. I did not know there were so many forms of antennae. I suppose I should do, but I've never heard of any of those. We'll stick with that. Oh, we're going to go with the red. Nope. Nope. Let's go with long straight. Hair color. Oh, you know we got to go ruby. Eyes. Let's give her an epithet. Asian eyes. I'm sorry, epicanthic eyes. And yeah, we'll go with ruby colored eyes to match her hair. Skin color. Okay. Yeah, that makes it look slightly demonic. Warm will do. Face markings. That's vigorous? Okay. I'm really not seeing a huge amount of difference here. You know what? We'll do that. Ah, okay. What am I going to call them? Well, I'm going to steal a name from my primary streaming account on Sky and call her Nimue. Oh, okay. Keep inventory on death. Yes, there we go. Anybody got any other suggestions in here while I'm at it? Yes, I did create a world previously. Disable that? Anybody got any suggestions? Peaceful? Nah, let's not do peaceful. Day cycle? Okay. Alright. Alright. What are we going to call this? This is my streaming world. Building decay. Well, I don't mind that. Alright. That's a big owl. And now comes the interesting bit. No, not for now. This is first impressions. This isn't supposed to be me actually doing anything. This is just me having a look, getting a feel for it, seeing what it's like. Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah. Oh, there's a giant hornet. I'm running at 60 frames a second. What's the CPU doing? Oh, the GPU is not particularly stressed. I'm only running at 70% of the GPU, which is nice. And the CPU is... Well, this is an Unreal-based game, so I kind of expect Unreal-based games to be reasonably well multi-threaded. And this one appears to be. It's not too hot. So there's performance available. I probably could get up to 90 frames a second if I wanted to, but for streaming purposes I won't. And remember, this is Ultra, so this is as good as it gets. Alright. That thing was a giant hornet. northeast. All right. Oh, I have an antenna sense. Ah. Well, I can jump. I assume you can eat blackberries. Oh, that's oh, activated bed. That's good to know. That's very Minecraft. Craft a builder's hammer. Yeah, I made the good decision to do that. And I think I pretty much... Come here, you. Well, at least at this point, this is fairly normal sort of crafting. Nothing untoward. It's a pretty game so far. Not seeing any particular issues with frame rate, but this is early days. I imagine that can get quite a problem later. What else have we got? Ooh, resin. Now, I don't know what they do with resin, but I'm going to guess that that's useful for sticking things together. Because that's what you do in reality. So, what have we got? Wood, resin, blackberries. I'm assuming I can eat the blackberries. Oh, that's a useful feature. Let me guess. Actually, I already knew. Plant fiber. In a way, it's nice not to have to be thrashing around at plants with a makeshift axe. Alright, how do I get to making a builder's hammer? Right. I? Nope. How do I craft? C? Nope. Q? Oh, that's interesting. Nah, go away. R. Oh, come on, it's got to be somewhere close. Tab? Nope. Ain't tab. Oh. Ah, there we go. Right, what can I do? How do I craft? Aha! And what's that? That's a club. Bandage. Except, what else have we got? A workbench and a campfire. Is there a particularly decent spot? Do I care? Alright. Workbench and a campfire. How do I build a workbench? Crafting. Aha! Nope. Map. Ooh, look at that. We have a map. Well, apparently I can make a torch. That would make sense. How do I make a workbench? Any idea how to make? Right now I'm running G-overlay to look at GPU and CPU usage, or you can use system monitor. In fact, I think I can show you. Where is it? Window capture, G-overlay, switch it on. There we go. Just so you get some idea, that's what I'm using to watch the game as it's running. How do I build a workbench? What am I missing? Status crafting. I do have a build hammer. Builder's hammer. Oh, equip it to start building. Yes, it's equipped. Oh. Aha. Got it. There we go. What's that? Oh. How do I get out of this? Okay. Right. Not sheltered. And a campfire. Campfire. What's it colliding with? Ah. Yay. And how do I get out of that? Nope. Oh, alright. Talk to Hearn in the mushroom wield. Alright. What can I... Oops. Oh, right. Okay. Simple bow. What do I need for a simple bow? Fiber, wood, and resin. Because you know I'm going to want a bow. Fiber, fiber, fiber. Got it. Because I'll be honest, I'm a coward. So I normally favour bows whenever possible. Of course, now I've got to get back up there. Hey, Tony! Alright, let's see if we can't... Simple bow. What do I need? Oh, more fibre and more wood and more resin. I assume you can eat blackberries. Oops, wrong button. There's a frog. And an ant, which I can't imagine is good, but I know it's not. Why is that showing up? This should not be showing up. I've already harvested it. Can the frog eat you? I was going to say, if you're asking me how many hours I've got in the game, the simple answer is very few. Probably ought not to be worrying about a bow too much. Ah, did need resin. Oh, resin I can't pick up. Hello? You are a cutie pie, aren't you? Probably shouldn't be looking around for stuff to make a bow out of. I'm practically get lost. Ooh. Oh, I can't go in there. Why have a hollow that you can't go into? What else do I need? Need more fibre. Hopefully not in my diet. Well, have I gotten all the fibre around here already? That didn't take very long. Hello. Well, it's precise enough, I'll say that. It looks moderately well sorted as a game. You know how some games you kind of get that feeling when it's an early access, it's like, I'm not sure about this. No, this looks like it's pretty reasonable for now. Bow. Oh. Yes. Oh. Huh, okay. Oh, claim. Come on. Yep. In stock, required, hold. Hey, Fireheart. Let's get a hatchet. So, bow is going to go here. Hatchet can go... Oops. There. And... hey. Alright. Fire aim. Yeah, your firing ability is a little bit dubious. That's not aim per se. Yep, I've got arrows. Talk to Hearn. Do I get to sleep? Oh, not really. No, for this guy, I quite like third person if it's well done. This would look weird in first person, I think, but I can certainly give it a try. Oh. Yes. How do I use it? Burn fuel. Ah! Oh, isn't this cozy? My room temperature is ambient, so 20 degrees. No, GPU for this, no, that's about right. Fans are on. Yes, yes you are. I'm simply displaying it because that's what I do with first impressions, so people can see how it's behaving. However, I will now get rid of that from OBS. There we go. How do I sleep? How do I eat? Ah! Right. Can I eat that? Use? Oh, I see. Got it. Yes, a belted bed, probably. You're probably right. How do I make a bed? Oh, wrong one. Oops. Nope, 2. What do I do? That's a chest, that's a sign. Oh, what do I need? Workbench. Simple bed. I need fibre and wood, which I don't have, and it is pitch dark. Oh, then I want to immediately start killing things. Yes, I was just thinking that. I think I've used up everything. I can't find my bed. Oh, here we go. Not my bed. Tab. Don't press the tab down. Let's see. Torch? Oh, crafting. No, I need more resin. I've used it all up. The dragonfly is concerning. However... What else? Bed. Oh, no, I forgot. Equip the hammer. Writes down. Bed. I need fiber and wood. Okay. Whoops. Sorry. 0. Ooh. Yeah. No, that doesn't work for me. Wood, sprout, sprout. Ah, there we go. That's a useful little cheat. That's a damselfly? That's not a damselfly. That looks more like a dragonfly. Body shape's all wrong for a damselfly. Yay! Collision, collision. Come on! You allow me to put everything else down. Why don't you let me put this down? What am I colliding with? Ooh, hang on. No structural support. Ah, I keep hitting escape. I need to be sheltered to sleep? Oh, alright. Foundations help. Well, it's not much point, to be honest with you. We have... Dawn is coming. Alright, let us head off in this direction. Ah! What do you mean I need to equip an arrow to use? Let me guess, you're going to be able to climb that, aren't you? Have some arrows. Alright, let's try that again. This time. I have died too. In my brief sojourn, I did die to carpenter ants. Oh! Got it! Oh, that is a terrible shot! Oh, that is terrible! Gotcha. Yes. I don't want to do that. That's a lousy weapon. I mean, it's really terrible. Ballistic? That's not ballistic. That's just weak. I wasn't assuming straight, to be honest, but, Right, where am I headed? Oh, that way. Well, I have made simple bows, and I wouldn't have done it that way. I would have made a bundle bow, which is a completely different... Well, no. You can make a bundle bow fairly easily out of most survivors. It is a nice look. It is true. Yeah, thank you. Forgot. I can hear the ant behind me though, so... Oh, wrong key. I'm going to use the interloper technique here and just gallop by anything that wants to eat me. Oh, butterfly. Swallowtail of some kind. They've definitely gone for stylized rather than realistic. Oh. There we go. Ah. Well, that's what I was kind of doing. Can I go through... Oh, I was going to say, can I go through shallow water? Yes. I mean, there's can't swim and can't swim. All right. What do I need? Fiber. 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 All right. Lots of fiber. Okay. Tell you what, we're going to get some armor. Further? Farther? Yeah, I did notice the arachnophobia. I'm just making petty remarks in some ways. I mean, if I was going to be really picky, I'd have a go at Minecraft. And, we accept Minecraft's peculiarities without any issue. I suppose the thing is, this is not Minecraft. It looks, if not realistic, then quite a bit more fairyland type of thing. Sylvan Woods type of thing. That's a fern. That's a big fern. Oh, sprouts. That's what I'm after. If that ant follows me all the way up here, will they take care of it? Come on. No. Oh, that's not realistic. Oh, come on. You are useless, you lot. Look, there's an ant right there. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I've got no problem with that. Uh... Right, okay. Let's see. What am I doing? Picking stuff up. Huh. Alright, so you actually have to select that. There we go. Alright, let's try this again. Oh no, I mean, if you read or have any slight knowledge of fairy tales, they are all dark. I mean, yeah, exceptionally so. It's like things like Grimm's fairy tales. Yeah, really, really dark. Which is fine. I got absolutely no problem with that. I mean, plus this is, you know, it's a woodland. I mean, these things are voracious predators. The only thing we've seen so far which isn't a voracious predator is the butterflies. Damselflies are voracious predators. I'm headed the wrong way. Yeah, no, I've got one. I've actually done some readings from it. As an experiment, I did some live streams of me reading fairy tales, and then I recorded them. So, yeah, no, I mean, the first one I did was, I think the first one I did was Cinderella. I think this was the sort of 1910 type era Cinderella. That's very dark, where the ugly sisters get blinded by pigeons. But mine's an electronic version, so... There's some, I mean, there's some, I say, disturbing stuff in there as well. If you read Rapunzel, for example, okay, you know, until you think about it for a little bit, Rapunzel is very young when the prince meets her. I mean, I think she's no more than 14 and he gets her pregnant. So, yeah. I mean, that's not just dark. That's not dark per se. That is disturbing, though. Are the Shrek movies dark? They've got some adult humor in there, that's for sure. Yeah. Hang on, where's the map? Oh, he's there. The interesting thing is there's a very early version in French of Cinderella, which is quite different. I can't remember what the earliest version of Cinderella is. Oh, didn't know you could do that. Okay. Oh, yeah, I don't. All right. Traveler's torso. Yes. Okay. Well, that's a little better. Okay, that covering of his face is awkward. That is not exactly desirable. Let's see. This is a little test I'm doing right now. One of the things I like about one of the things I like about Sky Children of the Light is the way your avatars interact with other avatars. So if you stop still and there's an avatar nearby, you'll look at them. And it makes for a certain interaction. This, though, doesn't seem to be doing that. You know, she's not acknowledging their presence, and they're not acknowledging her presence. And that's a little bit impersonal. I had the same problem with, I think it was Palia. There was no actual interaction between avatars beyond you walk up to them and say hello, but there was no looking. There was no acknowledgement of the presence of the other person, and that makes for such a huge difference. And Sky does it very well. They are a little bit. They're obviously moving, and it's also obviously repetitive. I mean, they're saluting, which is interesting. And he's not acknowledging you at all. Let's see if I can actually find some more sprouts. I need sprout. Ooh. It's a shame they don't give you wings. I suppose that would be asking a bit much. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I actually don't have a huge amount of experience with Well, that's not true. I played Palia for 150 odd hours before I got tired of it. I basically did everything I easily could up to yeah, I can't remember the bit I got up to. I got the missions done. I romanced everybody who was female, you know, that kind of thing. Wings would be nice. What's a Sylvan fantasy without wings? I'm just trolling around looking for fibre. Ah. Yeah, I did sort of see that. So there's Hearn, and well, that's him, obviously. Oh, I've got a ways to go. Oh, this is quite a large map. That's nice. Good news is, now I will. The thing is, I mean, the temperature is 76 degrees on my CPU. However, I'm streaming, and my CPU is using 15%, so that would drop at least 10 degrees. Probably 10 degrees if I wasn't streaming. If any of you ever wish to stream, you have to bear in mind that there are games which will be affected, their frame rate will be affected if you're streaming. And they will all be affected somewhat, and some more than others. Where's Hearn? I mean, that they included a character named Hearn is slightly disturbing. Hearn the Hunt is out of English folklore. And he's got various roles. One is a ghost, and the other one is leader of the Wild Hunt. Okay, where was I going? Oh. Yeah, that way. Ah. Oh, apparently you can scare away the... Bah. I'm out of arrows. Okay. Leveled up. Attributes. What am I doing? Attributes tab. Crafting, repair, map. Where's the attributes? Huh. I just beat an ant to death. Alright, so... And what else did I get? I got a little bit better prepared. Wow, your inventory's fairly limited, which is fine, I suppose. What's that? Oh, edible mushroom. Can I steal your bed? It would only be reasonable that I could steal your bed. I'm gonna have to give this, her stance is terrible. I mean, that is a dreadful stance. It makes it look like she's got a back problem. I'm not Oh, that's a valid point. Thank you. Thank you. How do I heal myself? How do I heal? Let me guess. I have to rest in a bed, don't I? Which I don't have. Never mind. How do I heal? I thought I'd made more arrows, to be honest. Apparently not. What's that for? No. Oh, okay. Didn't realise I had that. Kind of forgotten. Oh. Oh, yes. That helps. Oh! How do I use the bandage? Alright. What do I do with that? Use? Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. Sort of. Well, your stance hasn't improved that much. But, alright. Sorry, Mr. Firefly, but you literally got in the way. Okay, my health is at 100, and I'm still not a fan of that stance. Oh, there's a moth! Yeah. No, that's not a great stance. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't. I try not to walk hunched over, makes you look like a victim. It does, actually. And you're seeing that there. I'm just going to wait for the sun to come. Ooh, E block. Ah. I don't want to kill everything that moves, do I? Oh, really? Oh, yes! That's much better. Okay. Yes, that is hugely better. Got it. Yeah, that is a little odd. Come on. How do I... It's not letting me unequip. Huh. Alright. It let me unequip and then it didn't. Oh, rain effects. Rain effects are always interesting. Well, frame rate is nice and solid. Alright, where are we going? We are going this way, apparently. Alright, yeah, I was told... I suppose at some point I probably ought to consider making up a camp. But for now, I'll just satisfy myself with running away. Ah, okay. Yeah, right now that doesn't strike me as being a good idea. One thing, being so small and light, your drop distance ought to be really quite high. Yeah, the distance you can fall without hurting yourself, yeah, ought to be pretty good. Let's see. Nope. No, they've got you getting hurt from falling. You can take fall damage. I will say it is quite charming. I'm honestly not sure. I'm going to say that I'm going to rush back to play it again, but I've only just got started. Of course, one problem is most of my gaming time is spent streaming. This would probably be more interesting, not necessarily from scratch, but after I've got some time in it. Where am I headed? Oh, that way. Where is he? If there's parkour in this game, I am going to be profoundly irritated. No, wrong Hern. Where's the Elder gone? Ah, that way. Oh, he's up there, isn't he? How do I get up the tree? Let me guess. Jump a lot. Below? He's below. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes, I can see. Alright. So I guess we're just... Oh. I'm not getting any closer. Well, looks like somebody's living here. Claimed the tree. Got it. How do you claim... But it's not my tree, is it? Okay, now I'm starting to get Warframe vibes where I can never figure out where it is I'm supposed to go. Well, okay, I can sort of, but you know, eventually. Ouch. I had a Minecraft moment there. Did I fall 4 blocks? Oh. Here we go. Oh, he's got moth antennae. after, I think. Grounded's been out a few years. This has been out about a year, from what I recall. Alright. I am actually going to take a quick biological needs. Has he got his own still? He does. Okay. I will not conclude anything from that, but he's got a still. Yeah, I think it was after Grounded. Hang on, I can find out. Let's see. Grounded survival game came out in 2022. I've actually seen gameplay for Grounded. I think. So, no, there you go, 2022. So this came out 2 years later. So entirely possible that they borrowed stuff from it. And Smalland. Oh no, initial release date was actually 2023, so it was a year later. Given development times of these games, I'm going to guess that actually the two were mostly developed side by side. I mean, if this took there would have been significant overlap in development, so my first guess would be to say no, this isn't actually borrowing from Grounded. It's parallel development. So it's not really when it was released that matters, it's when it started development. So if this had started development right after Grounded came out, then you might think, oh yeah, somebody thought this was a good idea and we'll borrow off that. But my guess at the moment is nah, probably not. Right. Like I say, I'm going to take a quick break, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright. Oh, that's a useful one. Pause does work in the game, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Alright. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Right, I'm back. What am I doing? Oh, I was about to look up merge games, wasn't I? What do they... Sunnyside? Self-loss? You got to submit your game. Interesting. I have to take another look at merge games. Right, what am I going to do? I ought to do some building, really, shouldn't I? Let's grab resources and... I can hear an ant somewhere. It's probably more than enough resin for now. Still. Let's see. Wood and fibre would appear to be a reasonable thing. Twigs. Let's go grab some twigs. And... see if I can't set myself up a proper little... Oh, blackberries. I've been living off blackberries. Sprouts. Sprouts strike me as being a good idea. What else am I going to need? Safe place to build, I suppose. I got a feeling. I know. Let's see about finding a suitable spot. Can you build on a mushroom? We're gonna find out, I guess. Ooh, what's this? Oh, no, can't get in there. Alright, let's just see for the fun of it what we can build. Workbench. How do I rotate it? Ah, I can rotate it. That's good. And see what we can use with this. Repair kit, wood club, crude hatchet, wood sword, bull ant mandible. Let's make some arrows. And builder's hammer. Oh. I don't have enough fiber. That's alright. What else have we got? Bandages. Repair kit. Wood spikes. And weapons and arrows and armor, which I have. So I tell you what I can do. Just oh no, I need fiber, don't I? He just used it all up. Great. This was not necessarily a best place to go then. Let's go grab some more fiber and see if I can remember my way up. Can I land on a leaf? Ah! That was ill-advised. I thought I might be able to land on screw. What is a screw doing here? Definitely want fiber. Do I want a bottle cap? Alright, can I make bandages? I can't. I need... Oh, that's a key! I was wondering what that was. Let's see if I can remember my way up. Now I can't remember where I was. I was up there, wasn't I? I think I was up here. Sort of. Yeah, I think I was. What's interesting is the implication that this is the human world, and that we are somehow making use of things from the human world. We've literally got fairies at the bottom of the garden. Right, let's get myself bandaged. And eat something, I guess. How do I eat? Oh. Oh, I really ought to have... Oh, I do have those there. I have... Do you know I've never read Peter Pan? What do I want to do? Alright, how do I... It says it's not sheltered. How do I make it sheltered? How do I make it sheltered? Yeah, no, I haven't seen I'm vaguely aware of a TV show featuring Tinkerbell, but no, I never saw that. In fact, when I was a kid, I don't remember the cartoons per se. I mean, Tom and Jerry, Wile E. Coyote, the classic Warner Brothers stuff was there. Some of which wouldn't go down too well today, it has to be said. The TV show that I remember from being very young was Theobald Ule Caussade, Desert Crusader. It was a French TV show, and I watched that when I was about 2. So I remember where we were, and I know that I would have been 2 or 3 when I watched that. So that's the TV show I remember most now that I think about it from when I was very young. I watched most cartoons when I was an adult. Okay, so how do you make it... Yeah, how do you make a foundation? Let's see. Not seeing how I make a foundation. Oops. Ah, right, okay. Incubator, repair totem, land claim totem. Huh. Foundations. No. Oops. Well, I built a foundation. Got it. Oh, that was good. So can I build a bed on the foundation? Alright, what else do I need? Pickaxe. I have forgotten the most obvious thing. I need a pickaxe, don't I? Ooh. Oh, I see. So I actually do have to kill a bull ant. Wonderful. To make a pickaxe. Simple bandage. Alright. That's kind of funny. Excuse me a moment. Does that show... Does that show my spawn point? Anybody seen a bull ant? Don't really want to go after ants. Sorry, that struck me as being somewhat amusing. Oh yeah, that was the thing too. Do I... Doesn't show me... What's this? Ah. Okay, let's go back up and set up a marker so that I got some idea of where I am. Oh, come on. I made that jump before, haven't I? Yes. Alright. Okay. Alright. That helps. What was I after? Stone, I suppose. Their handling of distance is interesting. That's not too bad, actually. Oops. I keep hitting I. All right. Really don't want to go after a bull ant, but still. Ladybug, ladybug. What happens if you kill the butterflies? Oh, right. Okay. So I'm heading to Kalev. And he is that way. Alright. Ah! Might as well head that way. Oh, no. There we go. Let's see if I'm headed the right direction. No. More or less this way, isn't it? Oh. Oh, let me guess. Just follow the path. Oh, let's grab the blackberries. Interesting thing is, there's no blackberry bushes. Have you noticed? There's no blackberry bushes around here. And I get the feeling that crossing here would not be a good move. Oh, just gonna go back over here. Did I make you dizzy? Hang on, now I can't remember which way I was going. Oh, I needed to cross over, didn't I? Which I think I just technically did. I was just thinking it's interesting how all the small little things now become profound dangers. Ah, there's a tree. Oops, that does not strike me as being a great idea. They don't have cute little jumping spiders in the game, do they? Nope, can't jump up there. Oh, I can. Yay! Crossed the stream. I don't want anything to do with that. That is a wasp or a hornet. And I can't jump on the leaf. That, not being able to jump on the leaves, that is... Not being able to jump on the leaves is a little bit... I think that's a mistake. Just for the record. Alright, still heading the right way. Nope, now I've got to go, what, this way? Yes. Or something. I think it's, yeah, elf type thing. Dani is the person to ask. She'll have a much more definitive answer. I'm going to have to say it's a well done little game. I have not seen some of the things I look out for, which is things such as, ooh, grasshopper. And which way am I headed? This way. Oh yeah, he is there. Excuse me while I walk on your roof. Ooh, that would be useful. Nope. I never watched Arthur and the Invisibles. The thing... Okay, one thing, and I know it might be difficult, that would add to the world... Oh, excuse me. One thing that would add to the world that we've got here is if these are basically people like Caleb right here, and presumably this fella, is that, as was pointed out, they're basically statues, which means that the world is going to lack a sort of interactive quality. One of the things that Palia did very well was that the inhabitants had a routine through the day. You know, they would get up, they would go to work, they would wander around, they'd go to bed at night, this kind of thing. It adds to the whole feeling that you're in a real world. If these guys don't move, you've lost that reality feel, if you know what I mean. And in a single player world, that's really important. If you got 10 people wandering around on a server, then it's not as important. But even in Sky, there's you do have some of the spirits in Sky, in the main sort of village, the aviary. Some of them will get up and wander around, or they'll be seen to be doing something and they'll wave at you or something like that. But there's some, they could, yeah, but because Sky, whenever you go, there's going to be somebody else. Yeah, one of the good things about Minecraft, for example, is that the villagers have a routine. They get up, they walk around, they go for meetings, they go out to work their farm, and it looks a bit daft, but it adds to that feeling of reality. So yeah, for them to actually have a routine would be good. I mean, it would make them harder to find, possibly, but that would make a lot of difference, I think. That and yeah, let's have a look. See. Oh, I can't make her stop. You know, she's standing right there, And there's completely as if neither one of them knows the other exists. Now, if he were to do something simple like turn his head and look up at her, look away, this kind of thing, it makes it feel much more real. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm into my 5th hour of streaming today already. Some of it's okay. I mean, the fact that these guys are shifting around in discomfort's all right. But I think, yes, I think the moving around, instead of just sitting there, it detracts somewhat. I don't, just in my limited opinion. Yeah. Oh, I must admit, I'm going to have to go back and take a look at how they do it in Warframe. If you've seen the Warframe settlements, you get the distinct feeling it's alive. There's things happening, there's people. I mean, it's not just the players, it's all the NPCs that you can't interact with. They're just there, most of them. And that adds to the feeling of this sort of settlement kind of thing you've got going. So yeah, that would be a huge addition. If he had tasks or things to do he was doing during the day. I mean, for example, right now, he ought to be going to sleep. Or thinking about it. And the talk option's now gone. Yeah, because he's just going to sit there all night, isn't he? And, of course, none of the stones are actually... Yeah, you can't just pick them up. Oh, there's a bull ant. In that direction. Oh, there's the red ants. Can I plink one from here? No. Well, I got it. Ouchie. Well, I'm sure there are better tactics that you can use. So, I've got... Yeah, I obviously need to find my... Or I could just build a workbench up here. Oh, for half an exciting second I thought he moved. He did not. Alright, where are we looking for? Twigs, 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 resin. Yeah, I desperately want to be able to jump on the leaves. I need sprouts. You know, there's something simultaneously useful and irritating about the V function, and I'm not quite sure what it is. Ah, sprouts. And they would happen to be on the side of the stream where I am not. Not helpful. Yep, he just sits there all day, all night. This is like the long dark in some respects, in that I don't want to be wandering around at night. Okay, alright, I'm actually thinking of bringing this to a bit of an end, to be honest. I've been awake since about 2:30 and streamed for nearly 3 hours, starting at 3 a.m, 3:15, so... I do need to take a bit of a break. Let's save. The unstuck thing is kind of amusing. Listen, any suggestion I make to a developer, you're almost guaranteed 100 people have already made it. I used to try, I think, to try and interact when I was a sort of video game journalist. I used to write video game reviews and articles. I did it for about 9 years. I had some slight interaction with the kind of the development world. I can't remember. I spoke to a few companies, but nothing ever really came of it. But no, if there's one thing I'm sure of, is anything I come up with, somebody else will have suggested it. And that doesn't mean that they'll necessarily implement it, but, you know, I suppose I could consider it. We'll see what happens. Um, and that, you know, sometimes there may be solid reasons why they don't have things, like being able to jump on a leaf. There may be a solid reason for it. They may not have been able to figure out how to get that to work with the Unreal game engine. But yeah, it would make, I must admit, it would make a heck of a difference if they had something to do other than, yeah, just sit around. I mean, if I go back to what's his face, Hearn, he's just going to be standing behind his desk. Oh yeah, on and off for about 9 years. I wrote video game reviews back before the internet was the way it is now. Started out on the CompuServe forums. My first video game review was Doom 64, I think. And as far as I know, they're all vanished now. So, but yeah. Like I say, I had some small contacts, but oh. If I successfully stream for as long as I was a video game writer, reviewer, article writer, this thing will probably start making money. Oh, I'd have to pay UK taxes, but that's not a problem. Apparently, if you're in the UK and you are monetized through Google AdSense, you obviously I have to pay UK taxes. I'm in the UK, I'm a British citizen, but apparently I don't have to pay US taxes, so that's a good thing. There's some kind of deal between the US and UK governments about that, apparently. Right. Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to go and make some lunch because I am hungry, and actually I've been going for nearly 2 hours now that I look at it. So will I, here's the question though, will I return to this? Yeah, compared with 140 or 250. No, it's not UK, it's not tax fraud. It's simply not a requirement for US, for people living in the UK making money off YouTube, apparently. I mean, it's something I'd have to look into more closely, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, if it happens at all. So no, but here is the question. Am I going to return to this game? Possibly. Possibly. I might. Of the games that I've got that I haven't uninstalled, it's possible that I could fit this into, say, a Saturday morning. The problem right now, I say problem. There's two streams. There's two games which I'm getting the most success from streaming. One is The Long Dark, and the other is Warframe. Both Warframe and The Long Dark broke records for me in terms of numbers of people watching. Warframe, I had 140 consecutive. And then a couple of hours later, I had 250 consecutive watching The Long Dark. And that's actually its own sort of impetus. It's nice to do this kind of thing because it's a bit of a break. But there's now people kind of expecting me to do Warframe in the evenings. Or very early mornings. If Pseudo's still watching, he's one of them. Oh no, hi Carl. Pseudo actually started watching me, I think, on the Long Dark. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, I'll probably return to this, if only for a change of pace. Tomorrow morning I will do Wintermute, 9 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time, my normal Sunday thing. And as I've stated previously, my weekday stream is, I still do the Long Dark and weekdays, but much earlier, starting at 5. And that assumes that I'm awake. There's a possibility I won't be. So that unfortunately is a situation which will have to persist for a while. I kind of envisage not being able to stream at 9 in the morning, my time, for at least another week. Maybe 2. You'll have to see. Yeah. But it's kind of unavoidable. And Warframe in the evenings, typically around about 7 PM my time. Anyway, I had definitely better go and get something in my stomach. Thank you everybody for watching. If anybody wants to leave a like, and if anybody wants to subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. I am approaching 200 subscribers, to the point that, as Danny knows, and some of you, rest of you, I need to start considering what I'm going to do for a 200 subscriber special. Anyway, those of you who hang around till later this evening will see me playing Warframe, and I'll see you then, or I'll see you tomorrow morning, or I'll see you some other time. And if I don't, have a great weekend. Have, oh, what was I going to say? Yeah. Be excellent to one another. Be kind to children and small animals. And large animals.